Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sony Cool and this is Gems of War. And today we have a new mythic troop, Zargs Boom Pile. Exclusive to Glory Gem Guild and VIP chests for 1 week only. We also have the Vault event. We will be doing that after we get the mythic. I'm going to try for 3 of the new mythic because I think it's going to be similar to a Cafru. So we have Cafru who explodes 2 random gems at the start of every turn. We got this new guy who explodes skulls at the start of every turn, which isn't as good, but it's almost as good, and it's the exact opposite colors of Cafru, so it should have some usage in the game. You know, Cafru's meta right now, as far as like mana generation, getting up Chrysanthrax, so I think Zorg's Boom Pile will be useful for sure. So it's one of those, actually. Usually with the new mythics, I'm like, I don't know, you should probably save your keys in case we get a Zorg's Boom Pile. But this one is the good one, so the one we've been saving and skipping for. Not me skipping, but some people out there early end game might be skipping some to get 2 or 3 of this one. I'm not telling you to get 3, I'm just saying I'm probably going to get 3, at least 2. And I think you should get probably 2 at least. But yeah, the Vault event is here also. We'll go over that. But let me set the stream up. I'll run an auto battle while I do that. What is this week again? Midnight? Midnight. Alright, we'll run a little trial auto battle while I set up the stream and get the chat going. Okay, I got a thumbnail today for once. Upload thumbnail. This one. Save it. Alright, run an auto battle. There's also a new chat thing. I don't know if it's on this one, but on the Ghost Train, there was like this new thing where you get experience points for doing certain things in chat. I don't know. You'll have to try a bunch of different things to see what gives you experience, but definitely just leaving a chat gives you some experience. And you can level up and stuff like that and be number 1, number 2, number 3. It's nothing I did, it's something YouTube did. It's not me. So, I don't know anything about it really, except for this is the first day it's been there. Alright, Gems of War live streams. Zarg's Boom Pile. No, I'm not AI. Let's put some more tags. Gems of War, new mythic. Gems of War Vault. Gems of War Zorg. Zorg's Boom Pile. Gems of War Gnome. Gems of War Gap? I don't know. Stuff like that. Save. How about fastest? Gems of War fastest. Yeah. Alright. So I'll copy that. I'll throw it in the description. I'll also put this there. Hold on. Copy. Paste. I took the cord out of my mic here, hoping that it helps. I think that was the thing that... I'm hoping. I haven't listened back. I need to listen back, but I'm experimenting with the audio. I think I'm almost there, y'all. Like, even on EverQuest, I'm getting there. Keep trying new things, keep messing around with it. I don't know why it, like, all of a sudden became a problem again, but... You know, new equipment, you gotta dial it in. We're still dialing it in. It's July 4th. So if you're in the United States, happy July 4th. Go shoot a firework out of your behind. Today's the day that you do it, and it's okay. Today, it's okay to do that. It's the day where you do that. Like, you don't have a cake with candles every day, do ya? For every dinner, you have a cake with candles and you sing? That's like people around here shooting fireworks every day. Like, do they have a birthday every day, too? I don't know. They probably do. Where's my cake after dinner? Light the candle, sing a song every day after dinner. Alright, I think I'm ready to go here. Oh no, I got to turn down the monetization. I got to turn down the ads. Turn them down. Make them less. Got it. Alright, to the chat. To the Chatmobile. It is the Chatmobile because it's the train, so to the Chatmobile. Let's see, what are y'all doing in the Chatmobile? We got Mark, we got Funky Town, we got Daniel Lucas. Look at that. Mark's number 1, Funky Town's number 2, Daniel's number 3. Pretty cool. Hello, Mark. New Mythic time, yep. Funky, hola. Daniel, hi. They shot him until 3 a.m. last night? That's crazy. That's crazy. Alright. So I'm ready to go. Yeah, I don't want anybody out there thinking I'm doing this. I think it's fun and I think it's cool, but I didn't put that there. Like, there's no way I can add something to YouTube like that in the chat. They just do it. They don't really ask me whether I want it done or not. I think it's cool though. It looks fun. Whatever it is. Alright. Almost ready here. Let me put my phone on for backup and then we'll go. Looks like we won. Epic Trials. Nice. We won 225 and 250 on Auto Battle this week so far. I've already beat it normally. I just wanted to, just for experimental purposes, see if, while we set up the stream and stuff. Alright, hit that like, turn in your ticket. Maybe you get points for hitting like. I don't know. I really don't know. All I know right now is you get experience points and you level up and stuff. Become number 1, number 2, number 3, whatever. By... I don't know. Why does JM Ricks not have anything there? I guess because maybe there's only top 3. JM Ricks has got my 3 this morning. Took a lot of guild chests, glory keys, and a few gem chests. Look, now you're number 1, dude. I don't know how it happens, but... Alright. Okay, so let's do it. You know how it goes. New Mythic. Let's go look at it first. Go to Unowned. Go base rarity. Unowned. Alright, these are all the troops I do not own. Which a lot of them are pay troops or PvP mythics. Or like the Horde Mimic. Or like a Sentinel. A tarot card you can't get yet. These are the rarest troops in the game. Or pay troops. So where is Zorg at? There he is. Alright, so this is the new mythic for July. You know how it goes. We get a new mythic every month. And it's the only mythic available in the glory key, the gem key, the guild seal, drop table for an entire week. So you're not going to be able to get anything else right now. This is the only mythic you can get. You can get any legendary, you can get any epic, get any of the other rarities, but you cannot get any other mythic right now other than Zarg's Boom Pile. Which for once, that's a pretty good thing, because he looks pretty good. He's a goblin, first of all. He's a construct. Like, everything about him's pretty good. He's not gonna, like, win a whole fight for you by himself, but he's like a almost better Flaming Oni, probably. But, it's really a Kafru. So, it's a Kafru type of troop. It's a Kafru, a Takshaka, an Ember Claw. We got Zarg's Boom Pile now. So, 24 blue, green, red, Zacian, Goblin Construct. 50% start on Geomancer. Destroy a 5x5 circle, deal scattered damage, boosted by red gems destroyed, gain an extra turn. So that's alright. That's not bad. I mean, scatter damage doesn't hit very hard, but you get an extra turn. You get to do a destroy. It's boosted. Then you got the explode 2 skulls when my turn begins. That's the thing that is like Kafru. Kafru explodes 2 random gems at the start of every turn, or when his turn begins. Which is more reliable, but this is pretty much the same thing. And I feel like there's almost always going to be at least 6 skulls on the board. Like, there's always going to be at least 4. So I think getting 2 Zargs is what you should probably do. Get 1, secure it, invest in your future, and it's still going to be useful. 2 would be to do what he's supposed to do, like maybe with a 50% start. You put 2, if you can't use Kafru, you use Zarg. It's the only time, though, is only when you can't use Kafru type of stuff. And yeah. So he'd be the other colors. Kafru is purple, yellow, and brown. Zarg is blue, green, and red. The exact opposite colors. That's what stands out to me. It's the Kafru for the other colors. And it's a goblin, and an extra turn, and a construct. Like, it's good. It's gonna be good. You should get it. You should probably get it. Like, and if I'm saying that, you know it's true. Anita with the gifted, thank you so much. And Jam Ricks with the gifted, nice. Running out there, getting it started. If we get to 25 today, I'll do 5 gifted. Like, whenever that happens, it doesn't have to be today. Like, whenever it happens, I'll gift out 5 as well. I'll double your money if we can get to 25. But, Anita's went to Frodo Baggins, and JM Rix's went to Stevens. So thank you, JM Rix and Anita, for running out there. MJK Jets is here. Alright, so let's go try to get it, and then we'll make a team for it, which is pretty obvious what the team's going to be and how it's going to be used. Let me get my metal. Let me get my mail. Maybe I'll get more keys. Okay, so first thing you want to do is make sure everybody else is getting it. Well, really, the first thing you want to do is just restart your game. Whether you know it's restarted or not, just do it again. Restart your game. It can't hurt anything. Then you go to chat. Make sure people are getting it. Zarg's Boom Pile right there. Huggy Bear got it. So that means we can get it. And then we're going to go to our chests. And I'm going to start with glory keys, because I'm going to try to get 3 of them, so... might as well get some gems while I'm trying for it. This will only be like 12 keys or 13 openings. Let's do it. Can we get it? Anita with another one. Thank you so much. Went to Big Chris PS5 for yesterday. Okay, Anita is on a roll. Let's go. All right, come on, baby. Nothing yet, but 11 gems. 4 gems. 20 gems. 19 gems. This is not the best way to get it, but it is a way to get it. There we go. Whoa, that was quick. That's good though, because I want to get 3. I think getting 1 is good. Getting 2 is what you should try for. Getting 3 is like you're making sure that you have enough to do pretty much everything it can do. But we got it here. Alright, we're going to keep going. We're going to try to get 2 more. Just because I wanted to put that in the title. I could have done that some other day. We got a whole week to do this, but let's try to get 3. I've never done that on stream, I don't think. 29 gems. 15 gems. 9 gems. If I don't get at least 2, it's kind of a failure for me, but... I think I have enough keys that I'll be fine. I got 20 gems there. I got a bunch of purple orbs if I need them for backup. 18 gems. Nowhere on a roll since I was out till 2 a.m. Dang. Anita's like butter. She's on a roll. Cool as the other side of the pillar. Alright, we didn't get it there. I would be fine with opening Glory if I wasn't on live stream and it takes forever. But we will switch to some other keys here. Let's go with gem keys, I guess. For a bit. See if I can get that second copy and then that third copy of Zorg. Because he is just like Pharaoh Khafre, but for the other colors. Alright, this gives you a really good chance. The gem keys is a pretty high chance if you look. It's 0.1. Whereas the glory keys are 0.01. So we should get it sooner than we did with glory keys. Why am I going to the bottom? You don't get gems with gem keys. So I just need to look at the top and move along. Okay, nothing yet. Nothing. I mean, we're looking for our second. We already did get 1. There we go, there's number 2. So I could call it there and it would be fine, and I'd probably have enough, and for 90-something% of the teams, I would be good to go. But I want to get 3 just in case. Maybe I want to do a green team with Chrysantherax and Triple Zarg. And when you're restricted to green, you can't use Essentia, you can't use Mirage Queen. So maybe, in that instance, when we're restricted to green, we want to do Triple Zarg. So let's get 3 of them. Not telling you to do that, right? Just doing, this is what I'm doing. I'd recommend 2. If you can afford it. Alright, there's our third one, so now we have 3. Cool. That didn't even really take too many. I mean, it took me about 2,000 gem keys, or I think. And then it took me about 2,000... So let's say about 2,500 gem keys and 2,500 glory keys. So it took me about 5,000 keys to get 3, which is pretty good. I'd say that's about what you would expect. Might take even more. So I probably got pretty lucky there to get 3 of them. Now, if I kept going, you know, if I kept opening chests and keys and stuff, I would keep getting Zarg. I would not get anything else. So no matter how many Zargs you get, you're never going to get another Mythic for this week until next Friday. Then all the rest of the Mythics come back into the drop table. That's how it is every month. At the beginning of the month, there's a new Mythic. It's the only one available. That's what exclusive means here. It's the only one. It's the only one in Glory Gem, Guild, and VIP chests for 1 week. So once you get 2 or 3, don't keep going or you're going to waste keys. No problem, Sana. You was at the Ghost Train. I saw you there. Mark says I only have 1 so far. Spent on my keys to get that one. Just my luck. Aw, man. That's a good example of my, you know, what I normally say, you know, don't get all those crappy ones. Because you could think about all the keys you spent on all those crappy new mythics that we're not using. If you had those keys, you would be able to get 2 or 3 Zargs. So just like going forward, you know, it's not like, oh, you did something wrong or something, but now you know, you touch the hot stove, you get burnt, now you don't touch the hot stove anymore. So when somebody says, I don't know about this one, I don't think it's very good, you probably shouldn't get it, you could save those keys for something like your second Zarg, or your third Zarg, or your second Caffroo, or your third Caffroo, or your second Ironhawk, or your third Ironhawk. That's what I'm talking about when I say you should skip this mythic. This mythic sucks to get Zarg, to get your second Zarg, to get your third Zarg, right? Because literally the keys we spent on whatever mythic that's not good that we got last month, or the month before, or the month before, those keys that you got that new mythic with could have been used on Zarg right now. So like we'll learn, we touch the hot stove, we learn. Alright, so that's the new mythic. Let's make a team, and I think the most obvious kind of spot is gonna be, let's see. What am I doing? I think like the green PvP, if it's here. It is here. I don't know if it's gonna work right now because we're in Blood Frenzy, but like normally I have to do something like this because we don't have Pharaoh Caffroo, we don't have Mirage Queen, we don't have Essentia. So if I want to use Chrysantherax, I do something like, you know, Bog Strider, Chrysantherax, Queen Beatrix, Leprechaun. So now we could, if we're just trying to like hurry up and get VP. I don't know if you should do this during Citadel Wars or Guild Wars or Blood Frenzy, but if you're just like farming green and want to get VP, then we could use the new guy. And this isn't the only spot, but it's the spot that kind of stands out to me as where it was kind of needed. Where's he at? Zarg's Boom Pile. Let's level him up. Fully him. Chad with a 2. That gave him #1 spot right there. Nice, Chad. Look at all those thumbs up, that heart. 8 thumbs up. Maybe that counts towards being #1. I don't know. What do we got so far? JM Ricks 5, Anita 5, so that's 15. We got 17. 8 more, and I'm going to double your money. Alright, so we got this thing fully traded, fully leveled. Right? So I'm going to throw 3 of them over there. I'll make another team just in case you only got 1. I'm not going to be bougie and only make 1 team here, because I know there's people out there that probably only get 1. So we'll make us like a little goblin team or something if you want. But for now, this is what like mainly came to mind for me. Is like where it would be used. So we got green, and then really doesn't matter what color after green. Green, blue minus brown is fine. So we'll use Ocularant Banner. Class doesn't matter because we're not using hero. Let's see how this goes. Like, let's see, is there almost always 6 skulls on the board, or is there less than 6 on the board? Like, we get to see that right here. I should probably do an Anu on Chrysantherax. Oops. Alright, there's only 3 there. There's only 3, so that wasn't great. That's what I'm saying, not everybody should get 3. But we're up. Got any extra turns? Nope. Blowing up the skulls. An extra turn. We win. Alright, we need to do the Anu medal for sure. I want to kind of see how often there's 6 or more skulls. I think, like, you might want to skull... you can't, though, because you don't have hero. I wonder if it'd be better with, like, Diamantina or something. You know what I mean? Alright, let's do Anu first of all. Alright, let's see what happens. Let's see how often there's how many skulls on the board. Alright, there's only 2 there. That's not great. But we're up. We hit them. We get an explode. We got 19 mana. Extra turn, we're up again. We're frozen though. Might be better with like 2 and a leprechaun for this, since there's not always going to be 6 skulls. I might change that. Maybe you don't need 3. I don't regret it though. And it's Blood Frenzy. We might be wiping them out in one shot. I want to try something. What about Diamantina? Did Diamantina do like a Skull Storm? Summon a Bone Storm at the start of battle. Let's try this. Oops. Maybe Diamantina is useful. See what happens with this. Make there be 6 skulls. You know what I mean? And we got an extra turn. So this might be the team. So Xanthrax doesn't have a storm, but Diamantina does. Diamantina has a Skull Storm. That'll make sure there's always 6 skulls, and then Zarg can blow up the skulls. Did we bring back the Diamantina? At least for green? Do we have an extra turn anywhere? Not really. But we're up. We cast. Do we have an extra turn anywhere? Not really. Not as much skulls as you would think, so that's why it's definitely not as good as Cafru. But it's still awesome. You can think of other situations where it would be used. Like blue. You could do Essentia with 2 Zargs. And you could do Takshaka there too, but just another one of these. I don't know where it ranks as far as like, we got Emberclaw, we got Cafru, we got Takshaka. It's one of those. Alright, let's keep it, let's see. Okay, we got 16 there. Just testing it. We're up. Okay. Need an extra turn. Nope. Getting frozen. We're up again, though. They're all dead. Sana with the gifted went to Florian. Thank you so much. DC with the gifted. Oh, and the 5. So I think we did it, y'all. So we just needed 8 more, and we got 15 more. So let's go. I'm going to gift out 5 right now. Let's see. How do I do that? Membership gifting. Send 5 now. Getting it going on the 4th of July. Let's go. Thank you so much, DC, Anita, Sana, Chad, JM Ricks. Let's get it. DC's number 1 now. I don't know how that works, but he's number 1 now. Keep switching. You guys are changing positions in the race. Got it. Alright, let's, what else can we try? I'm not saying this is like the answer, but remember we're in Blood Frenzy right now, so it looks a little bit more difficult. But I'd say, you know, Chrysanthrax with triple Zarg could be a thing, maybe. Diamantina with triple Zarg, because Diamantina has a Bone Storm. That'll put more skulls up there for Zarg to explode, because with the Chrysanthrax triple Zarg, you're not always going to have 6 skulls on the board, so that's why, you know. But if you do Diamantina, now you got a Bone Storm, now you're more likely to have 6 skulls every turn to blow up. Maybe it brings Diamantina back a little bit for like farming VP on if you're doing it in green or something like that, or wouldn't happen too often. What else? Let's get out of PvP. Let's go to like explore. And I don't know. Let's see how it does if we just straight up replace it. Probably won't do as good as Caffrou, but I just want to see. Maybe you don't have Caffrou, and you get this one. Let's see how it does here. Then I'll make like a team, or you know, built around it, like I usually do. See how this goes. Got close, but not enough. Caffrou doesn't always fill. Does it quite a bit. And another thing with the exploding skulls is like, you don't get any mana when you explode a skull. You get the mana from all the stuff that gets exploded around the skull. But like Caffrou literally gets more mana for its third trait because it's blowing up a gem. And then all the gems around that gem explode as well, right? If you're blowing up a skull, you don't get anything for the skull, but you still get, for like the other 8 gems around it, you still get, or however many there are. You know how you could blow up a gem, it blows up like this many? Well, if you're blowing up a skull, you don't get anything for like, you pretty much get 1 less mana, or like a half for blowing up a skull. But we're trying it, we're testing it. We'll see what's up, see what it does. I think it's going to be more of an Essentia, like a blue or a green. Extra turn, we're up on first turn. That's all that matters. It's up again. They're dead. He's kind of like Takshaka, kind of. Like, Caffrou is not very good if Caffrou is the only thing left living. But Takshaka is good if it's somehow you lose your Stellarex or your Chrysanthrax or your Diamantina. Like, Pharaoh Caffrou, it's hard to win a fight with just Caffrous. But if you have just Takshakas or just Zarg, it's... So, like, for harder fights where you have to hit them multiple times and you might lose your dragon, that's another spot where Zarg might be good. Same as, like, Takshaka. Let's just do the skulls, I guess. It's not like, it's not making any, it's not like the new meta for anything. It's not like gonna be super, it's not the fastest thing anywhere. It's just like a good addition to the game, a good new mythic that, you know, it's something we kind of needed, like the colors we needed. We got Alright, so anyway you would think of using like a Caffrou or a Takshaka, you could try using a Zorg, but it's not going to be as good as Caffrou, but it's still pretty good. I think with the Essentia would be like the real one. Or wait, Mirage Queen is blue, never mind. Essentia is blue and yellow. Maybe I meant yellow. Green and yellow? No, because he's not yellow. So it's literally just green, right? This team's all red. Maybe red. Got all red, all blue. But you could do Essentia. Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, Zarg is here. I don't know what I'm thinking. But anyway, he covers some colors that weren't covered before by Cafru. Period. But let's try to build a team just around him. I'm going to put, let's see. Let me find an open slot. Like, maybe you're a beginner right now, and somehow you had a bunch of keys, and you saved them up, and you got the new Mythic, and you're still doing your Goblin team. That'd be a good Goblin to put on there. Alright, let's see if we can build a team around it. Like, without doing the dragons. Kind of want to do Construct instead of Goblin, though, because you can 50% start. Wonder how many Goblin Constructs there are. We're going to be destroying a 5x5 circle, deal scattered damage, boosted by red gems destroyed, gain an extra turn. So, goblins or constructs. I mean, we could just make our hero the construct and do goblins, but I don't know. Let's try to do... Try to make a goblin team, maybe. He kind of goes good with Flaming Oni, because Flaming Oni's putting up the red gems. And a Firestorm. They use one different color. And we need our hero. Let's do Norbert's turnip. Doesn't that put red up there too? Green and red. It's yellow and brown. Oh man, now it's gonna block Flaming Oni though. What else? We need like one more goblin. It's a good damage dealing goblin. I feel like we need a little bit more damage. We got the turnip's doing damage, Zarg's doing damage, Oni's there. I don't know if he need. I always like Gob Truffle, but guess we could do it. Try it. See how this goes, maybe. I'm just gonna throw Oni on the bottom and. Getting blocked, but he's kind of here for his Firestorm and like if we need a summon eventually. Let's see how this goes. We don't have to make ourselves a goblin like our hero. So I think I'm gonna do Geomancer. Guess. Banner, we got 3 greens. I'm gonna do brown green. Is there any minus purple maybe? Of course not. Green red. Green yellow. Let's do that. Alright, let's see how this goes. Trying to make you a team in case you only got one. Yeah, something going on with the experience thing. It says top fans. Oh, it ranks all of y'all. I could tell you what position you're in if you want. So DC's in first place with 325 experience. Can you guys click on that? So if you look at the top of the chat, and it says live chat, there's a little arrow down, there's a little dot, then it says top fans, and there's like a crown, and it says top fans. Can you guys click on that? You can click on it, you can see what place you're in. Like DC right now is in first place with 325 experience. Chad's in second with 175 experience. Roxy's in third with 75, but is tied with like everybody else. Like Sauna, Funky Town, Mark, Anita, JM Ricks, and Roxy are all tied in third. We got Florian, Jets tied for fourth. We got Yoke and Daniel tied for fifth. If you want, you can. If it's up there, click on it. And your names are back to normal. Yeah, I didn't notice that. All right, so here's our Goblin team. Let's see what we can do. All right, we got the turnip up. Probably not going to be like your traditional loopy Goblin team. All right, who do we do now? Get an extra turn. To destroy a 5x5 circle. Or do we cast this? We do this first. Take extra turns off the board. Maybe it will be loopy once you get it going, you know? Let's get rid of that purple. Get rid of this blue. It's kind of like... We gotta do Gob Truffle first, right? Or do we do Turnip? Which one do we do? I don't even know which one we do here. Like, we definitely don't do Oni. I think we don't do Zarg. I think it's one of the top two. I think we do Turnip. And now we could do... Let's get rid of this red. We don't need green right this second. So we're going to cast Gob Truffle. Then he can get green. We take the green. We got Gob Truffle again. We cast it. We got the turnip. We cast the turnip. I guess. Let's get rid of this red. Cool, it'll keep it on your turn. You just gotta get going. Let's get the brown for turnip. Or, yeah. Now we do Gob Truffle. And when there's one enemy left, this should hit pretty hard, right? It's only 78, though. Alright, I'm gonna keep doing this. I didn't really cast Zorg. Or Oni. It's kind of a Norbert Turnip Gob Truffle team. I'm gonna try it again. Let's see. I wanna see, like, can we keep it on our turn? And how long does it take before we do that? Yeah, remember when I did the MVS DC? Like, I think of stuff before they even put it on YouTube, you know? Like, I'm ahead of the curve a little bit. Y'all might think it's cheesy or something or whatever, but they end up doing it. Let's see, yellow. Let's get the turnip going. Now, if I made my whole team Goblin, the turnip would do better at putting up red and green, but it gets an extra turn anyway. So I did Geomancer to 50% start our Zarg. Alright, okay, now they should never get another turn, right? Takes a second, but eventually they never get another turn. Like right now, I'm pretty sure they won't get another turn here. Maybe, though. Where do we do Zarg? Like right in the middle? Red gem's destroyed, okay. So it's gonna do like a 5x5 circle. We need to hit as much red as we can. Alright, we got our turnip, that's fine. Okay. We got Zarg. We still our turn. We need green for Oni. Brown for Oni. Now, ooh. Okay, Gob Truffle. I'm just trying to keep it on my turn, basically. Let's hit as much red as we can. Okay, now we got Turnip. Now we got Gob Truffle. We got this green to get up Zarg. Gob Truffle. Zarg. Let's go like... Oh, let's get the blue. I'll do Zarg like right here. So, it takes like a couple turns, but then it like, the enemy never gets their turn again. Ooh, I got an Anu. Alright, let me do like one more fight with this one. And then, hey, I showed you like most of the stuff you would use Zarg for. Anytime you would use Cafru but can't use Cafru, you could try Zarg. And then, it's a Goblin, so we could go on Goblin teams. It's a construct. I think it's good, but it's not like... It's not super awesome. Like, it's not S tier. It's probably like A tier. Like, I think Cafru's a little bit better, and then maybe Takshaka, because Takshaka spells so awesome. So I don't know if it's like S tier or like... Is it top 20? Would we put it on our top 20? I don't know, I'm thinking like A tier right now. But we'll have to see. We'll have to mess with it. See all the situations where it can be used. And so enemy got one turn. Let's see if we can stop them there. The enemy got only one turn. Still our turn. Let's do Gob Truffle, right? Still our turn. Let's do the turnip. Still our turn. Gob Truffle. Let's take the brown. Still our turn. Still our turn. Let's do Zarg. Still our turn. We got Oni. Oni should get up Gob Truffle. Still our turn. Okay, Turnip. Still our turn. Let's do Gob Truffle. Take the green. Let's do Zarg. Still our turn. Gob Truffle. See, the enemy only got like one turn, and then it stayed on our turn for the rest of the time. You can't lose if it's your turn the entire time, and you never lose your turn. Not the fastest way to win, but it's a way to win. Yeah, that's the new Mythic. I think it's good. I think you should get it. I think you should get 2 if you can, but maybe not 3. Now that I've got it and used it a little bit. Like, the only time I could figure out where you might use 3 is if you're doing like Diamantina triple Zarg. Because then there'll always be skulls up there, but it's never going to be as good as a Cafru. Which Cafru doesn't always totally fill. Especially when you're doing triple Cafru. Like, if you're doing 50% start with 2 Cafrus, it's almost always fills. I mean, sometimes it doesn't either, but Zarg is one of those. It's just not as good, but it's still really good, and it's a goblin and extra turns, and so I'm thinking like A tier right now, and maybe get 2 of them. Kind of like a Oni slash Takshaka, or Oni slash Cafru. So that's the new Mythic. What do you guys think? Did you get it? How many keys did it take? Let's catch up in the chat here. Got DC in the house, Florian in the house. DC says we're all #1 in this community of sinners, choir members, and lurkers alike. Together we win, and Goonies never say die. Yep. Sana says the Mythic itself does damage too, and mana generates with X form. Yep. And an extra turn, right? And then the third trait, so it's a bunch of stuff. That's what you want to see with the Mythic, is it does a bunch of stuff. So it does a 5x5 circle destroy. It does scatter damage, boosted by red gems destroyed. It gets an extra turn, and it explodes 2 skulls at the start of its turn. So that's like what you want. Like with the Mythic, you want it to do like a couple things in its spell, a couple things in its traits. It's almost like that. Like with Mythics, you want to see like it doing 4+ things. Like good things at least. And then with like a Legendary, you want to see it doing like 3+ good things. And then with like an Epic, you want to see it doing like 2+ good things. And then, yeah, it's something like that. Yeah, the names are back to normal. Sana says we got a new, yeah. Daniel just got home time to get the new Mythic. It's one I recommend for sure. I think it's an A tier Mythic. Could be A-, could be A+. I haven't decided yet. I think it's useful, and I think you should get it, though. Maybe get 2 if you can. DC says this community does so much more than XP points could ever convey. Yep. I'm glad I don't have to keep track of it. It's YouTube doing that. Jet says, just got my second Zarg with glory. Nice. How do you get experience? I don't know. So DC has the most. It's probably gifted memberships, like super chats, and then just chatting in general. Maybe liking the stream. I don't know. Like, pretty much anything you could do. So every time you chat, I think you get... I don't know. I mean, I wish... Hold on. Alright, here we go. Top fans and experience. What's the leaderboard? A place for fans to stand out in the community. The top 3 get special badges and live chat. It resets every stream so you can always try again. How do you get on the leaderboard? You'll need to collect experience points or XP. Here's how you get them. Send live chat messages. Send super chats and super stickers. So that's how you do it. So it resets every stream. And you get XP for sending live chat messages and sending super chats and super stickers. So obviously if you want first place, you're going to have to do both, but I don't know. Maybe you could win by sending a bunch of chats. I have no idea. Maybe it only counts your first chat. Maybe it counts all of them. Like if Funky Town has 75 experience, right? Jets has 75 experience. Mark has 75 experience. Florian has 50. And then like Ruben, Daniel, and Yoke have 25. So it's like I think Florian sent a couple chats while maybe Yoke only sent 1. Or maybe Florian sent 4 while Yoke sent 2 or something. I don't know. There's a whole leaderboard up there if you hit on top fans. So DC's in first, Chad's in second, Roxy third. But we're all there's a bunch of people tied in third. Probably because you've maybe you chatted the most. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You've done 10 chats. That's probably why. We got Ruben in the house. How's it going? Happy 4th of July. Rain has a spot in their guild. 1 million gold, 500 trophies on PC. DC says shameful plug. Recruitment. Rise and Freaks says 3 open spots on PlayStation. Mostly laid back top 10 guilds. Recs are 1 million gold, 1,000 guild seals, and 100 trophies. Come join if it sounds like a good time. Yeah, if you're on PlayStation, that's the guild that DC is in. And it's pretty chill. And it's a top 10? I'll show you on the screen here. Don't mind that I'm in it, because that doesn't matter. But DC's in it, which is the good thing. Yeah, we're top 10. We have 3 spots. We're on PlayStation. And not very, it's like a million gold. 1,000,000 gold, 1,000 guild seals, and 100 trophies. That's it. So super chill. We get most of the guild events done. We participate in guild wars. Like right now, our tasks, like all of our basics are done, and we're working on our epics. Pretty close to getting the epics done, too. So that'd be PlayStation if anybody needs a guild. Yeah, it is like a game. I don't know. It's YouTube. Alright, let's play the Vault event, I guess. That was the new Mythic. Vault event, so... here it is. In case there's a beginner out there, I like to over-explain it. Treasure Vault, gnomes everywhere. Increased chances of treasure gnomes and more vault keys this weekend. So it's not like a normal event. There's no shop. There's no leaderboard. You won't even know that there's an event for real unless you know what a vault event is, like, except for this screen right here and maybe pity keys. It just means gnomes appear more often. And vault keys appear more often from the gnomes. So the best thing to do is to do Explore 1 with your fastest team. Kill as many enemies as possible as fast as you can without making it more complicated than that. It's the vault event in a nutshell. Kill as many enemies as fast as you can, no matter how difficult they are, it doesn't matter. They can have 1 HP. As long as you're going to the next fight, just trying to cycle fights as fast as you can. So no reason to make it any harder. No reason to go somewhere different. You know, you sit in the same spot and you kill enemies as quickly as you can and cycle to the next fight to try to get gnomes. So Explore 1's the best way to do it, and triple Ironhawk or double Ironhawk is like the fastest team. So the fastest spot is Explore 1. The fastest team is Ironhawks. If you don't have Ironhawks, then there's the Atlanta team, there's the Rowan team, there's the Moon Mage team. Everything else is slower. But some people just do whatever, and then they wonder why they don't get 3 Zargs or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to help by explaining like the best way to do things, but it's a video game. Once again, just play however you want, as long as you're doing the vault and you're doing as good as you can and as much as you can, like you're doing your best. I'm just trying to explain the best way to do it. Not saying anybody's wrong or anything like that, but Explore 1 with Ironhawks is the best way to do it. If you don't have Ironhawks, I would recommend Rowan and just leveling classes, because you're probably a beginner or a mid-game player that doesn't have all their classes at 100, and you should probably be working on getting your classes to 100, getting your class weapons using Rowan. Or if you just been really unlucky and that's why you don't have Ironhawks and you already have all your classes at 100, maybe that's when you would use the Atlanta. Like Atlanta, Caffrey team. But first thing I like to do is look at how many vault keys I have so I know how many I'm about to get, and I did not get all mine opened. I have 200 exactly, though, so I can shoot for 500 at least, like total. So I got it knocked down to 200. I didn't get them all opened, but yesterday I opened 100, and on that one stream I opened some. So I have 0 epics, and I have 200 vault keys. I'm going to try for 500 total, at least, this weekend. So if you're a beginner, try for at least 100. If you're mid-game, try for at least 200. If you're in-game, try for at least 300. So you want to make a gap. The way that we do this, we do Explore 1. Do it as fast as we can with our fastest team. We try to cycle to the next fight as fast as possible. So this would be the team if you're trying to farm versus. So we do Explore 1 to farm versus. We try to get 1 of each verse, each color. There's 4 different colors. Once you get 1 of each color, you can combine those in the Soul Forge into a Gnomapalooza. Gnomapalooza runs for 15 minutes after you craft it, and it's all gnomes. Like, every fight you do will be gnomes, which gives you a better chance at getting more vault keys, and just more loot in general. Like, when we're just doing Explore 1 normally, without the gap, a gnome will pop up like once every 3-4 fights. Like, 1 gnome. 1 gnome will pop up every 3 to 4 fights if we're not running a gap. But this is how you get verses. Because verses really don't happen too much during a gap, and you kind of can't put the chicken before the egg anyway, or the... Gotta get the verses first before you can run a gap. Gotta make sure our location is alright. Usually Cinemirage is pretty good, and I don't like... It's one thing I never move around and stay in the same spot. Whatever's working for me, don't fix what isn't broken type of deal. But it looks like Cinemirage should work. And how you check that is go to events. And as long as nothing in Cinemirage has extra stats. So we got 10% extra skills to midnight. So you don't want to be fighting in midnight right now, because every troop in midnight has 10% extra skills. And we're really trying... Ironhawks does either 20 damage or 25. So it's very specific. So you don't want troops having an extra 10% to their skills. And then we have dwarves with an extra 10%. So a place like Kazeel would not be a good spot. Or any place with dwarves. I don't think Cinemirage has dwarves. We can check it out though. We go to Cinemirage. And then we go to dwarf. There's nothing. So there's no midnight troops in Cinemirage, obviously, and there's no dwarves in Cinemirage. Cinemirage almost always works, so it should be good for this weekend. Plus Cool Cinemirage, let's go. Explore 1, because there's no reason to make it harder. We're just trying to get gnomes. We're just trying to get verses. We're just trying to kill enemies as fast as possible. We're trying to make it consistent. We don't want to be moving around. We don't want to be switching teams. We want to just be locked in killing enemies, and that's it. So right now, this would be hunting versus with triple Ironhawk. But, you know, I have 29 out of 100. I could go run a gap right now, and I already have gaps. So let's run a gap, I guess. So you want to bring gaps into the next Vault event if you can. There's a whole thing, like, you don't want to have 100 gaps, right? But you don't want to have 0 gaps. What I feel like is I like to have around three or 4 gaps so I can start, like, get the ball rolling for the next Vault event. I don't want to run myself down to 0. I want to save at least 1 or 2 to get the ball rolling in the next Vault event. But I also don't want to have like 100 gaps, because that means I'm just not doing my job. I'm not cashing my checks. I'm just staring at stuff that could be gems. It could be the Lover's Tarot card. It could be orbs that you need for Kingdom level and power. It could be a big stack of gold or diamonds to get a mythic or keys to get the new mythic. You don't want to sit there and just stack up 100 gaps. But I get why certain people do it if they don't have 15 minutes straight and they have to, they're just doing what they can do. But if you're able to play the game properly and do the Vault event properly and you have 15 minutes to do a gap, you should be doing gaps if you have them and not saving them up. Here's your pity key. So every 5 gnomes, we're going to get a vault key sent to the mail. Then it's going to be 10 gnomes, we'll get 1 sent to the mail. Then it'll be 15, we'll get 1 sent to the mail. Then it'll be 20, we'll get 1 sent to the mail. So that's pity keys, just in case you get unlucky and don't get vault keys from gnomes. They want to give you some vault keys for the vault event, right? There's a whole other stuff, like we should have done vault prep. That's the whole... Before the vault event even starts, we should have figured out where we're going to be doing it, get our team ready, make sure Underspire is as done as possible, make sure the guild event's done as possible. Like, do your VP if you're trying to get first place or second place in your PvP stuff. Like, you should have done a bunch of that from Monday to Thursday. That way you don't have to do as much this weekend. Like, pretty much get as much stuff done as you can before Friday. That way you have more time for the vault. That's what vault prep is. But let's run a gap. I'll catch up in the chat before I run it, though, in case you guys are saying anything. But here's where you do it. You go to Other. This will be after you collect 1 of each color. Blue, green, red, brown. There's special gnomes that pop, like, when you're doing Explore 1 and it's not a gap, you know, once every 3 or 4 fights you'll get a gnome. And... there's special gnomes that are rarer. So like you'll get a treasure gnome, that's not a rare gnome, you know. You'll get a soul gnome, that's not a rare gnome. A glory gnome, that's not a rare gnome. But Dragonite gnome, that's one of the rarest gnomes. The Gnomapalooza gnomes are rarer. They're harder to get. So when you do a fight, it'll be a roll of the dice. If you get a certain number, you get a gnome. But it's like it's 1 out of the 6 or whatever. It's not like you're going to get one for sure. It's like once every 4 fights or so, you'll get a gnome. So the game rolls the dice every fight and tells you whether or not you get a gnome or not. Then when you get the gnome, it rolls the dice again to say, are you going to get a special gnome or not? So it's harder to get the Gnomapalooza gnomes, but if you keep going and going and going and going, eventually you'll get one of each color. Then you can make a Gnomapalooza, and then you're going to make it to where every enemy's gnomes during that 15 minutes. And that's what we're doing right here, which will give us more vault keys. Alright, what are y'all saying before I run this? Because it's harder to look at the chat once I run it. Congrats, Jets, on your second Zorg. Daniel got 2 and 400. Nice. Funky Town says Vault Weekend and the servers are acting up. Oh, no. Dude, that doesn't always happen, but it seems like it happens more than it should. Yeah, I think my servers are fine, too. Like, what are you on, Funky Town? DC says shameful plug. Yeah, the Rising Freak's looking for more. Rain's looking for more on PC. Happy 4th of July. Rain says, when I joined this guild, we were outside the top 200. Now we're almost at rank 100. Wow, that's good. It's really hard to rank up in that. Ruben said, opened 8K keys, no mythic today. Was ass. What kind of keys did you open? Weren't they guild seals, gem keys, or glory keys? Rain says I got 3 mythics just for fun. Yeah, me too, pretty much. Sana's in Adana. Are there any dwarfs there or no? That'd be my first fear. Chad says I didn't get it either, Ruben. On my main account, at least. I spent thousands of keys, too. Oh, no. You guys are in bad luck. Yeah, that's poopy. Glory and Guild, okay. See, Glory has you gives you, the least chance, and then Guild Seals, it depends whether your guild's on chest level 6 or not. That's another thing I didn't mention, but your Guild Seals, that's the best way to get the new Mythic, but you want to be on chest level 6, because it makes it even more of a chance. If you're on chest level 3 or 4 or 5, you should probably wait until Sunday, and maybe your guild will get to chest level 6 by Sunday. So just pay attention to that if you're using guild seals. See what level your chest is on for your guild. And if it's on 4 or 5 right now, be patient. Don't throw your guild seals. Hope you get to chest level 6 by Sunday and then throw them. Or maybe next week you'll get to chest level 6 by Thursday or something. Alright, let's do it. Gnomapalooza, we're going to see all gnomes for 15 minutes. Oh, I forgot to change my team. I'm a noob. Forgot to change my team. I'm wasting my Gnomapalooza right now. We need Sister Superior. Idiot. Boss start. Wasting, wasting, wasting. Alright, here we go. All gnomes. We did the new mythic at the start of the stream. If anybody's just getting here, you can probably go back in the stream if you want. All we worry about here is casting Sister Superior, then casting Dust Devil, and winning. We don't care about extra turns. We're not going to give the enemy a turn. Killing them in one shot, pretty much. Just go as fast as you can. Kill as many gnomes as you can. Be ready for that that menu where it asks you if you want to do Explorer 1. You can you can preload your inputs. That's the word I was looking for. At least on controller. So that Sister Superior is going to pop up. I'm already pushing the buttons right now. That way she pops up as soon as possible. Bang, bang. It doesn't get faster than this. People have been trying and trying and trying, but it just doesn't. It's almost impossible. You have this, there's no reason to be doing anything else. Especially if you want vault keys. Which is very desirable, because that's how you farm gems and gold and tarot cards and orbs. Like, I'm doing this... Oh, great. Nice little pop-up. Wasting my time. I'm doing this so I can, because I want to get a bunch of vault keys, right? And then if I have a bunch of vault keys, I open the vault keys, and then I'm hoping for gems. Then if I get a bunch of gems, I can then buy a bunch of offers. I can buy metal offers and deed offers. And that'll help me with my kingdom level and power. That's pretty much what I'm doing it for. Like, you might have a whole different reason. Man, all these pop-ups are gonna suck. We're gonna get a bunch of pop-ups for, like, the campaign, and I'm sure they'll calm down as we go. But that's why I'm doing the vault event. It's not the only reason, though. Like, if I get a bunch of vault keys and I open them, I could also get orbs. Like, the major glory orb can help me gold elite mythics, which will help with my kingdom power. And then the major minion orbs will help me with my kingdom power as well for fully ascending pets. Which, remember, you only need like 4 pets for each kingdom, so that's why, you know, the whole pet thing. Most people do. It's very tempting to chase pets during the vault event, because it's like the best way to pop up pets, but vault keys are way better than pets, and you only need 4 pets for each kingdom, and they pretty much provide them for you outside of the vault event, so it's kind of overkill to be going for pets during a vault event. And it's jumping out of the money machine to pick up a dime. You got faction pets, right? Every single kingdom has a faction. You can go get the faction pet. That's one. You got epic trials. Every single kingdom has epic trials. That's 2 pets, right? Every week we have a kingdom rotation, and there's a pet on Wednesday for that kingdom. That's 3 pets. And then there's all kinds of holiday events, Legends Reborn, campaign, PvP. So many pets that come into the game other ways, too, that you will end up getting 4 pets for every kingdom. And then it'll never ask you for more than 4. And then you get the minion orbs to fully ascend them. You don't have to, like, do a bunch of... Or actually, with Epic Trials, you get a fully ascended one. And then with Faction, you get fully ascended one. And then, usually with the holiday event, stuff like that, you get a fully ascended one. And then we get all these, like, cosmetic pets that we can use orbs on. Get those fully ascended. And then you have plenty. That's why I wish they would put in like a PvP vault event. I just thought of that like a month ago. And that would be for all the people that like really want pets, like, and they're willing to do them during the vault event. Well, we should have this. We should have an event specifically for that. That'd be nice. This event's supposed to be for gaps and vault keys, not pets. But they should make an event where it's for pets, like, and it's PvP focused, and we get extra VP, extra burning marks, extra icons, extra whatever, and then extra pets too, because we're doing PvP and it's popping extra pets. Maybe they let pet gnomes pop more often too, like during that event. Some sort of like hybrid PvP vault event is what I want. But the focus wouldn't be gnomes. It would be pet gnomes and like VP. I don't know, man. I have to think about it more. Like, maybe there's... Maybe there's like a vault key, but it's like a PvP burning mark type of vault key. I don't know. Maybe there's a gap, but it's like a PvP type of pet gnome type of immortal soul gap thing. I don't know, man. I'm just trying to think of a way where we could have our cake and eat it too, kind of. But like, I don't even like PvP, but I would play that. If there was like a vault event, like a PvP version of the vault event, and then that's when you would get your pets, instead of trying to do it right now, where you're kind of wasting precious vault key time and gap time and verse hunting time by going and doing them. That'd be like the best solution. We've had the overworld idea for a long time. We've had the reworking arena and treasure hunt idea for a long time, and they still haven't done those things. They're so busy on their PvP, like, it's so annoying how long they've been doing it. Like, does nobody else think that's ridiculous? Like, whenever I say it, I feel like I'm by myself on an island, but I don't think it's ridiculous to think that they've been too focused on PvP and Guild Wars, like, for the last 2 years. Like, Immortals are cool, right? But we don't really use them outside of PvP. Maybe a little bit. I feel like my game is a little bit laggy. It took forever to get out of that fight. What I should have done is kept a timer so I know exactly when the vault event or when the gap is ending. Because we all know about how they're all throttled, and like NASCAR is the example where sometimes they put a limiter on the cars so they can't go over a certain amount of speed. Like, the cars were going too fast, so they had to put a limiter on them to make it more fair. Well, that's what they did with gnomes. First, like, vault event or two, we were getting way too much loot. Because there's a gnome every single fight. So they had to put a limiter on the gnomes. So now we only get 10% of their drops. But if the Gnomapalooza ends, and then you kill the gnome, you get the full drop. So you keep track. That way, if you have like a Dragonite gnome in the last minute of your gap, you can purposely not kill it, and then let the gap end, and then kill it after the gap's over, and you get the full drop. Didn't really bother most of us that they did that. I mean, it sucks for everybody, but most people are going for vault keys. They don't really... Like, the loot is secondary. Like, I opened, I got a bunch of gems while I was opening my 100 vault keys. I got a 300 gem drop. I got, like, you guys saw me get the 360 gem drop during when I was opening the epic vault keys. We should be getting an epic vault key every time we get, like, 10 vault keys. So for every 10 vault keys we get, we should be getting at least one epic. There's our Dragonite gnome. He survives, but we don't really care. That's good. It means we got one. We welcome we welcome him to our house. Can't talk today. Been streamed since Tuesday. A couple days off. Been trying to make sure I have a video for every single day this month. And I'm going to try to make sure I stream when I say I'm going to stream. Like, tomorrow we're streaming. Monday we're streaming. Tuesday we're streaming. The next Friday we're streaming. The next Saturday we're streaming. I'll try to hit every single day this month. And I'm going to try to make sure I have a video every single day too. And then I'm going to try to do extra videos, but I want to get out ahead of it first. So I already have my Sunday video made right now. We're streaming tomorrow, and then I have my Sunday video already made. And then maybe later today I'll make my, I don't know, like my next Wednesday video. And then maybe tomorrow I make my next Thursday video. And then maybe Sunday I make my next Sunday video or something. I don't know. I'm trying to get way ahead so I can then make extra. And if I was going to put out an extra video, it'd probably be... Oh no. Maybe like on Thursday where I'm just doing from Soft Cheese so I can have an actual like Gems of War EverQuest video going too. Those sometimes are duds. And then maybe like Sunday I could do a Gems of War and an EverQuest. Did you miss the AI rant? Was there an AI rant? Supernova's here! Somebody tried to cut me off in traffic today. I know I always rant about driving, but I drive every day. It's that same stupid light. I don't know why people do that. They went in my lane because they were mad that I was passing around them. Like, they're gonna cause an accident because I'm passing them. So weird. They went in my lane. Like, you're a horrible driver. Like, why are you crossing over into my lane? Like, with no blinker, just trying to block me. Like, literally. Like, it was Destruction Derby, NASCAR, trying to, like, block me in type of driving out on the normal road with their... It was like an SUV. And they tried to, like... It was so annoying. I don't know why people do that. Like, why do you care so much? I want somebody in the chat to like tell me why you care. Why would they care? Like, I need an explanation. Maybe I'm stupid and there's like a really good reason as to why somebody would care. So we pull up to a light and it's like a T intersection. So there's nothing straight ahead. It goes left, it goes right. There's two lanes turning left. The inside lane and an outside lane. And then there's a lane turning right. There's no straight. So I'm in the right lane. That's turning left. They're in the left, they're in the inside lane, I'm in the outside lane. We're both turning left. There's like, and then there's like a bunch of cars behind them in that lane, and I'm like, they're in the first, they're the first one in the inside lane, and I'm in the first one in the outside lane. We're both turning left. But there's like a bunch of cars behind them, right? So all I'm trying to do is make sure I don't get stuck behind all these other cars, because definitely one of them's going to be slow. Like, you know, out of 10 cars around here, at least 4 of them are going to be going 10 miles per hour under the speed limit. So I'm just thinking, like, okay, if I can get ahead of everybody, that means I won't have to be sitting behind somebody slow. So the light turns green, we go. I'm not like in sport mode pushing it pedal to the metal or anything. I'm just going normally. But then they're like they're going with me, and then I go a little faster, and then they go a little faster. And then I'm like, all right, I mean, I guess we're doing this. So I pedal to the metal, zoom ahead of them, but they're trying to like go in my lane. Like, before I do it all the way, they're like, just because I'm going ahead of them, they pull in front of me, and they're like straddling both lanes. Like, I'm doing nothing. I'm not even going over the speed limit yet. I'm in my lane, not going out of my lane. I'm doing nothing wrong pretty much. But they're straddling the lane, like going in 2 lanes at the same time, trying to block me in. So they're the ones doing something wrong, not me. I'm staying in my lane. I'm not even going over the speed limit yet. They're trying to block me in because I'm going faster than them. And they know I'm going to pass them up and get in front of them. So they're trying to get in front of me to make sure I can't go around them. So they didn't put their blinker on, nothing, just they're in both lanes at the same time to try to block me in. Who does that? Like, what's the point? I don't get it. I've never done that in my life. I've never been on the inside lane and like tried to make somebody wreck their car by going into their lane without a turn signal just to block them in. I've never done that in my life. Like, literally never one time in my entire life. I don't understand why people do that. You're gonna murder somebody because they're gonna get in front of you when you're driving? Like, you're gonna literally cause them to wreck and murder them because they're gonna get in front of you? Like, that's weird. You're a weirdo. I don't get it. Why? I'm gonna definitely go over the speed limit, so I'm not gonna be holding you up at all. Like, nothing, me getting in front of you will not affect you 0%, I promise. I will not go under the speed limit. I'll be going at least the speed limit, and I'll probably be going at least 5 over. Because I drove by a cop going 10 over on the highway yesterday, and they didn't even blink an eye. I don't know why people are so scared. I went by a cop going 5 over on a regular road. They don't even blink an eye. They're not going to pull out for that. They don't care. They're looking for people going over 20 over, 15 over. They're looking for people going way over. They're not going to pull out and chase you down for going 5 miles per hour over the speed limit. People are weirdos. Like, why do you care so much? Like, let me go. Why are you racing me off the road and trying to make me wreck my car just because I'm going to pass you up? And I'm not going, like, in the opposite lane. I'm not driving crazy. Nothing. There's 2 lanes. I'm in my lane. All I'm doing is going a little bit faster than you, a little bit sooner than you. That's it. I'm accelerating a little bit faster than you. That's literally all I'm doing. I'm not even paying attention to you, really, until you're trying to, like, drive in front of my car and wreck me off the road. I'm not even really paying attention to you. But some reason you're looking at me like a freaking weirdo, like a weirdo stalker looking over at me, trying to make sure I don't get around you. So weird, dude. People are such weirdos. They're gonna cause a wreck on purpose just because somebody's accelerating a little bit faster than them and might get in front of them. Such a weirdo. Like, I don't get it. Why are you paying so much attention to me? Like, why do you even care? You shouldn't even know whether I'm gonna get in front of you or not. Like, who cares? Why do you care so much? Psychotic weirdos. Like, there's something wrong with them, like, literally. Like, I'm telling you. I'm not saying, like, mentally or anything. I'm saying, like, they're either drunk or they're high, or maybe there is something mentally wrong with them. Maybe they were born like that. I don't know. But there's something wrong with these people, like, literally. I don't understand. Like, something wrong with their brain. It's weird. You had to drop your daughter off at the youth club. Beg for Mercy's here. Daniel says 28 keys from my first gap. We take those. 5 of those were epic, which is my highest from a single gap. Yeah, let's see how many I got. I want to see how many I got, too. Let's go see. My highest pity ever, I think, was like 10, right? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, I got 10 again. 10 pity keys. If I claim all, that gives me all my experience bonuses too. I don't want that. So I'm just going to grab them all like this. So I don't want all my XP boosters right now. I like to use my XP boosters while I'm farming gaps. Especially if I'm having trouble getting a certain color verse. And then I make it a little bit more fun by getting extra experience. Kind of like putting sprinkles on your ice cream. Yeah, I almost died this morning. Somebody tried to run me off the road for no reason. It was crazy. Somebody attempted murder. I'm gonna get a dash cam, y'all, and then I'm gonna start like snitching on all these people and turning them in and stuff. If you're gonna like try to kill me, then I'm probably gonna send it to the police because you're a weirdo. It ain't take you off the road. You're psychotic. Chad says I usually do 5 over, but not more than that. Yeah, me either. I'm not saying I do like 15 over or a million over. I do 5 over on the regular roads, and I do like 9 over on the highway or something. Or I go the speed limit. It's not even always. I'm never going under the speed limit. Like, literally never. Literally never going under. But I'll go exactly the speed limit, or I'll go like 5 over. But I'm also not going 50 over. I'm not going 30 over. I'm not going 20 over. I'm going like 5 miles. Like, you know how much of a difference between like 40 and 45? Not that much. So I'm only going 5 over. Or on the highway when you're going 65. The difference between like 65 and 74 or 72 or 71. Like, why not? They're not going to pull you over. I guess you're just horrible. You're like horrible at driving, so you can't control your car. So you're like, I'm afraid. I don't know. Beg says where I live. Where I live at the end of the month or at night, the crackdown even 5 over. Yeah, because they want to get you for like, they want to see if you're drinking or smoking or something probably, right? Yeah, I might want to be careful this weekend, huh? I seen a bunch of them. I was on the highway the other day, and they were creeping, dude. They were in spots where they're never in. I'm always like, dude, this would be a great spot. If I was a cop, this is where I would sit. I always say that, and they're like never there. They're always in the same spots, like in the median, where there's like a little like road through the median, you know? They always sit right there, and everybody knows where those are. So they never catch me. I have 0 speeding tickets. I have 0 wrecks and 0 speeding tickets. I wish I would give you I should give you my real name if you don't believe me. I should give you my real name so you can look it up. I have 0 speeding tickets. I have 0 wrecks. And I know where all the cops are too. They always in the same spots. But like the other day, they were in different spots. They were like creeping on, and they almost got me for real. But it was fine though. I was going like 7 or 8 over on the highway, and they didn't even blink an eye. They didn't move at all. They just were still sitting there. They're looking for people going 10, 20, 30 over, not single digits. I think even their like their thing, like their gun has like a you know, like it has it's not always like perfect. So if you're only going 1 or 2 over and they clock you, they're not 100% sure that their thing's right. Like it could be off by 1 or 2. Like when you get on a scale and you weigh yourself, like it might not be perfect. You might be actually 1 pound lighter or 1 pound heavier. Well, their speed gun that's randomly shooting cars out there, you know, it's probably not perfect. So they can't just pull you over for going like 1 mile per hour over. Supernova says people become speed demons and don't want anyone to pass them. Hit it. So like, if that's the case, then you know, if your car's not, yeah, if you don't be like wrecking people off the road though. Like who does in NASCAR? They don't even do that. You know what I mean? Like it's like destruction derby type stuff. I don't know what they're doing. Like Twisted Metal. Like Fantasyland, where they're gonna run you off the road just because your cars can accelerate faster than theirs. Just because I don't want to be stuck behind the other. It's not even you, really, buddy. It's not even you, really, buddy. It's just I don't want to be stuck behind the other 5, 6, 4, 3, 10 people behind you. So I'm just like making sure by getting in front of everybody. I don't even. It's not. You're not even like the real problem. It's everybody else behind you. Sorry. You know what I mean? Like, everybody else is leaving this whole lane open over here, so why not get in it? And make sure you don't get stuck behind some slow person. Alright, anyway, we just did a gap. Let's see how many total keys we got. So I had 200. Man, that looks a little bit light, right? 23? What the heck? I got 26, actually, but I had 10 pity keys, so that's crazy. I got really unlucky, huh? I got 26 total keys, but 10 of them were pity, so I literally only got 16 vault keys during that gap, which is not good. Like 20 is like pretty much average across everything, but for me, like, I should be getting 20 plus for sure. Somehow I only got 16? That's strange. Alright, let's go. Next thing I would do is hunt versus for at least a little bit. Look, I got 90. How the heck? Oh, well, I had like 33, I guess. Never mind. But I got like 60-something shards. Oh, no. I got unlucky there. I should have got way more vault keys. Okay, let's copy this team because we know we're going to use it later. Boy, I can't wait to listen back to this stream. I'm badee today. That's all, folks. Alright. We want Iron Hawk. Where's he at? Right there. Alright, for hunting versus, I used 3 Iron Hawks, but I saved the Sister Superior team. I copied it, that way I can paste it in later. Now we're gonna hunt versus for a little bit. Hunt versus. You only got 1 gnome so far? Is the new Mythic a one and done? I'm suggesting to get 2 just because it's similar to like Caffrey. It's not as good as Caffrey, but it's in the same ballpark. I would call it an A tier Mythic, and I would say get 2 if you can. Just in case. I guess I'll get the Celestial there. I don't think I really need them, but it's definitely better than pet food. Yeah, I haven't really seen too many gnomes so far outside of the gap. Is it really a vault event? What the heck? I mean, there are pity keys. Did they forget to turn the gnomes on today? How do you guys feel about the vault event? It's feeling very weird to me right now. It is Friday, right? It is the vault event. Look, no gnome. I'm about to not use gaps. If I'm only going to get 16 vault keys instead of 25. Look at that, no gnome. This is as fast as you could do it. Look, no gnome. Weird. You guys might want to chill on the vault event. It looks broken to me. No gnome. I think they forgot to put it on. No gnome. Wow, Mark says 30 minutes of Ironhawk's only 1 gnome. What are they doing? So don't even run gaps then. Like, maybe chill on the vault event. Because if the gnomes aren't turned on, your gaps are going to drop less vault keys. That's what happens. That's why you don't run gaps outside of the vault event. Weird. Alright, I need brown, I need yellow, I need skulls. Come on. Here's yellow. Dude, this is strange. They've never forgot to, like, turn on the gnomes. It's looking like they forgot. Because I'm doing it as fast as you can do it. No gnome. How many fights in a row is that? Okay, we got 1. Let's start counting. That's 1 fight, no gnome. 2 fights. No gnome. We should get 1 every, like, 4 fights. For real. If the vault event's on. 3. Oh, there's 1. Alright. Got 1 gnome. And it's a verse gnome. Got 1 gnome out of 3 fights. 1 gnome out of 4 fights. 1 gnome out of 4 fights. 1 gnome out of 5 fights. I'm not in a gap, but we should still see them more often. It's the vault event. 1 gnome out of 6 fights. Even when you're not in a gap, you should see gnomes. Like once every 4 fights or so. Because a gap is gnomes every single enemy is gnomes for 15 minutes. But like the vault event is gnomes are turned up. So normally you get like 1 gnome every 10 fights or something. And during the vault event you're supposed to get like 1 gnome every 4 fights. It's like turned up, right? Same with vault keys, like gnomes drop vault keys more often during a vault event. So that's why you would not want to do a gap right now if the vault event is screwed up. Because you'll get less vault keys. Just like we saw, it's all like adding up to something's wrong with the vault event. I got way less vault keys than I was supposed to during my gap. Now we're seeing way less gnomes while we're doing Explore 1 outside of a gap. Right now it's looking like something's wrong. Maybe it's the update screwed it up? Didn't we have the update, like, got implemented this week? Even though it went out last week? 1 gnome out of 7 fights right here. One gnome out of 8 fights now. One gnome out of 9 fights. Maybe it's just like PlayStation or something. Mark's on PlayStation, right? Alright, we got 2 gnomes out of 10 fights. And it's another verse now. 2 gnomes out of 11 fights. You never buy a vault key for gems. Trying to get gems, not spend them. So Rain is saying everything's okay, but Chad and Sana and Mark are saying it's not okay. And look, not another fight without a gnome. I'm not expecting like a gnome every single fight, you guys. Like, I just want one every like 4 or 5 fights. That's it. I'm getting a lot of offers though. Okay, who cares? No gnome. No gnome. Weird, I would expect one like... This fight should have one for sure. Watch it have one now. Nope. Alright, the next one should definitely have one for sure. Come on. We've seen 2 gnomes in like 14 fights now. Nothing. Nothing. You guys know how a vault event normally looks. Like, go watch one of my streams from the last vault event. This is not how it usually looks, y'all. And I'm never the conspiracy theory, like, the vault event's broken guy. I'm never that. I never do that. It feels wrong to me right now. Like, you know me, I have my radar. I know when something feels wrong. I know when somebody's a weirdo. This feels wrong. No gnome again. No gnome again, y'all. Something's wrong here. It's like the gnomes aren't turned up, but they did pity gnomes. I wonder if something's up. Let's go look at the forum. I'm bringing the forum up, because maybe somebody's already complaining on there. Maybe the devs said something. So let's go look at the forum real quick. I can't bring it up on the screen or anything, but I'm gonna go look at the forum. Hold on. Maybe somebody put in like a bug report or something. Somebody texted me also. Hold on. I said something funny to Mrs. Senny. She just put a little laughing emoji. Okay. Nobody's saying anything on the forum, dude. Nobody's saying anything. What the heck? I mean, it is still kind of early on Friday, but you'd think somebody would have said something. I mean, go watch like a stream where I do the vault event. No gnome, y'all. Like, I'll go as fast as I can here. Watch. Nothing. The game feels a little bit slow though too. Nothing. Feels like it's not responding as fast as it usually does. Nothing. This is not a vault event. Nothing. Oops. You watch back the stream and see how many gnomes I get. I'm gonna keep doing this. Because I'm not gonna run a gap if they're screwed up. I'll get way less vault keys, I'll waste my gaps. Look, nothing. Going as fast as I can here. There we go. Seems like they're just not turned up. Like, if you do Explore 1 for long enough when there's not a vault event, you're gonna see gnomes. We should see gnomes, like, in back-to-back fights sometimes. We should see, like, 3 gnomes in 10 fights sometimes. Like, this is terrible. We've seen, like, 3 gnomes in, like, 25 fights. You can go back and count them if you want, but... Like, I'm expecting to get the verse that I need within, like, 100 charts. That means I need to see, like, a bunch of gnomes for that to happen. And we're not seeing any gnomes. We saw, like, 3 so far. We got 2 verse gnomes and that, maybe 4. We're only on 34 shards, though, I guess. Maybe the game just feels slow. I don't know. Something's wrong, though. Something don't feel right to me with this vault event. It's either the game is way slower, or the gnomes aren't turned up. There's one. Feels strange. Look at this lag. Lag. Beggars can't be choosers. I'm not being a beggar. I'm just saying I've been playing this game for 8 years and it feels different. I don't know how that's a beggar being a chooser, though. It's like driving your car every day and then all of a sudden it feels a little bit different. That's how this feels. Oh, hey, there's a gnome. Maybe they're just taking a moment. Maybe they're warming up to me. Maybe they're shy. Maybe it's just the game is slow. Something's wrong, though. You know, like when I click these buttons, nothing is responsive. Normally it clicks through this a little faster, it clicks through that a little faster. The loading bar is a little bit faster, it seems. It's being really slow today. Maybe I'm just fighting less fights. It's so slow. About to like go get a stream and like put them side to side. The gnomes are washing in the poop train, yeah. Washing the poop train. It looks crazy. Something's wrong. Maybe the gnomes are fine, but everything's just twice as slow. So it feels like I'm getting 50% the gnomes I should be getting because it's so slow. Now, I'm not saying like 100% I think that they forgot to turn the gnomes up, but there's something that feels different to me. You know how many vault events I've done in my life? Probably done, let's see. Let's say there's been one every 6 months since there wasn't vault events at first. Say there's been one every 6 months for the last 4 years or something. That's 2. That wouldn't be. That would only be 8 vault events, huh? Anyway, I don't know. I meant to say 6 weeks, actually. One every 6 weeks. What would that be? Like 9 a year almost? For 4 years. I've had to have done at least, let's say, 40 vault events, maybe? You think that's crazy? That I've done maybe like 40? Like total? Like my whole life? Think I've maybe done like 40 vault events or something? Even if it's like 30. I've experienced this at least 20, 25 times, and now it feels different all of a sudden. Like even in the last year, we've had a vault event every 4 weeks. So that's 12 vault events. And then all of a sudden it feels different after, even if you just did it 10 times in a row. You could tell if it was a little bit different. And it feels weird right now, like it's definitely feeling strange. I mean, let's run another gap, I guess. We can test it that way, too. Let me get all the way to my 100. And then we'll run another gap, and we'll see how many vault keys I get. That's a literal number we can see on the screen. That's normally at least 20, 25. Sometimes, like, the last vault event, I got something like 35 vault keys on my first gap. If y'all remember the last vault event where it was like so crazy, I got like a bunch. Well, most I've ever got. It was like 35, 37, 38 vault keys on my first gap. This time we got 26 or something. That's 10 less. Let's run this all the way up to 100, then I'll run a gap, and then we'll see how many vault keys I get from the gap. Hey, there's Cindy. Maybe just the game is being slow. Like, maybe it's calculating new crap in the background because of the campaign tasks. Slowing the game down, or the update just slowed the whole game down? I don't know. Look at that, I'm getting, like, loading after every fight. My load bar pauses every time. Loading a little bit there. Pause. I think it always used to pause, though. I don't know. Somebody said the servers were having trouble, so maybe it's just across the board. Oh, we keep getting burst gnomes. Strange. I mean, not all of them, but I feel like I'm getting a weird amount of verse gnomes too, which is good. Like, Freddy's the one I need, and I got it. The mission accomplished. There's another one. Okay. They're warming up to me. Let's get shards. I don't need curse runes for anything, I don't think. Maybe, like, to make vault keys and the soul forge. The gnomes are celebrating. They're celebrating the 4th. I just think everything feels like a touch slower than it normally does. Not sure why that is, though. Usually other people are complaining about the vault event, and I'm the one saying, nah, it feels the same to me, it feels fine to me, but this time it does feel slightly weird to me, which I never say. Greed is good. And another gnome, huh? Gotta grease the wheels. Gotta grease the palm. If you're trying to get in somewhere, you gotta slip them a little, you know? Slip the bouncer some money. Gotta give the gnomes some of our time first. Get to know them a little bit. They're not easy. Gotta buy them dinner. Right? Gotta talk to them a little bit. Ask them what their sign is. Get to know them a little bit. Tell them a joke. Ask them if they have any pets, any kids. There's Cindy again, dang. Now they're coming out of the woodworks. Maybe ask them out to dinner. Take them to a movie. Pass the bouncer a $100 bill. Grease the palm so y'all can get into the club. Do a little bit of dancing. Have a good old time. Get the number. Don't expect too much the first time. You don't want them to be that easy, right? Get the number. Wait. You gotta wait a couple days. You can't just do it. You can't just text them right away. Then you'll look all needy and stuff. You gotta wait a day or two. Maybe like 2 days. Send them a little text like, I had fun the other night. Want to do it again, you know? Or you just say, I had fun the other night. How about you? You know? And they say something. And then you wait another day, and then you say something else. Don't be too needy now. The gnomes won't come out if you're too needy. Say you want to do it again, maybe? Maybe not this weekend, but next weekend? And then you go out again. Make it fun again. Go out to dinner. Go dancing. Pump your fist in the air. Twerk. Do the splits. Win a dance-off. Then you get you a little hug and kissy poo at the end of the night, right? Gnomes are starting to come out. Maybe you make plans to go out again the next weekend. This time you only wait like a day and then you text them instead of 2 days. Going good, they're coming out more. Can't scare them away. Then the next time, maybe. That's when it happens, maybe. You see, I don't know. Maybe the time after that. You gotta grease the wheels. You can't just expect it right away. Not all the time. You work your way up to it. Gotta put in the work. Alright, we made it. We got a bunch of verses there, but I don't know. Still felt weird at first. The gnomes were hiding from me for a minute. What do we need here? We need yellow, we need brown. Come on. We don't have anything. We need skulls, we need yellow, we need brown. Where you at? We got this green. We got this red. We got these skulls. We win. We got a boss chest. Token of Orpheus. Alright, so now we paste in our team that we saved earlier. And we're going to run a gap. I'm going to lock it in. I'm going to run a fight. You don't have to do this. It's superstitions like turn around, touch the ground type of thing. Eating the same breakfast. Like praying or something. Turn around, touch the ground. Do a fight. Lock it in. Turn around, touch the ground. Lock it in. Right? And let's go see. See how many vault keys we get this time. Is it going to be strange? Is it going to be weird? We got 28 right now. 28. So if we don't get at least a total of 50, that would be disappointing. If I don't have at least 250 vault keys total between my pities, my epics, and my vault keys. If I don't have at least 250, which would be 50 total, that would be disappointing. Let's go run a gap and see if we can get at least 50 total. We're testing, just like we were testing the campaign the other day. Something was wrong with the campaign on Monday, but they fixed it, and then there was nothing wrong on Tuesday. But we still tested it to make sure. I wanted to let you guys know, is there something wrong with it still or not? And my power went out, and that's what happened on Tuesday, if you guys remember. The stream ended abruptly. My power kept going. It kept flicking. And then that would take out my internet, which takes out the stream, right? There was they said there was something leaning on the power lines, and it kept making the. That's what they said eventually. Because I reported an outage to my energy company, and then they sent me a text later saying, "Oh, there was something on the wires. Something fell on the wires, and they had to fix it." That, of course, happened while we were streaming on Tuesday. I'm coming out the closet. Yep. I already had enough kids. I've had this wife for long enough, y'all. I'm coming out. I'm coming out. Alright, let's go. Okay, it's 10 after on the clock would be 15 minutes. So I might keep track this time. Ready? You want to get 50 total. Let's see if there's anything wrong. At least 50. 50 would be... Even if I got exactly 50, I probably wouldn't be super happy. See if we can see some vault keys here. I didn't see any there. Up, up. Fumbling. Fumbling, bumbling. There's one. Maybe it just didn't give me my pity keys or something? That'd be weird. Well, that's a good one. Vault key. We just had to take them out on a couple dates is all. Nothing there. I feel like I'm playing good. I feel like the game is laggy. I don't know if it's me. Oh, that wasn't good though. Ooh, an epic. What you really, really, really want. Like, you're trying for vault keys, but you're hoping for epics. That was solid. Wonder if Trey's off work today. Might play some EverQuest. I should be playing this, though. Lag. 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 Let's see how many shards I get, too. We started at 0 shards. We know we need at least 50 epic or 50 vault keys. We're keeping track this time. If I start at 0 shards, I should have 60 plus shards, I would say. Sometimes I get like 70. This time we're keeping track. 17 watching, 21 likes, looks really good. Yeah. That means some people came, they saw, they liked, and they left. I'll take it. I like that YouTube keeps like trying new stuff. They're trying to be more like the other place. The other place, like, the chat is so much better over there, you know? Like the experience. The chat can fire off emojis onto the screen and stuff like that. They're trying over here. You guys, a little competition in the chat. I can set goals in the chat. I think they need to fix the goals, though. I think they need to make it more, like, cumulative. Like, right now, the way the goals work, I can do... I'll have to tell y'all when I'm done here, but... It's like, it only counts super chats, first of all. It should count, like, gifted. If anybody out there is watching from YouTube and they want my opinion on their little goal thing, you should count gifted memberships towards it. I should be able to set like a certain amount, and then no matter how we get there, it still counts. So the way it works right now, it's like I can set, our goal is 1 super chat for $20. Like, I don't want to set that as a goal. Like, I'd rather set it as like, hey, let's make it to 20. Like, however we get there. Or you can put like 5 super chats of $5 or higher. Well, I don't want to tell you exactly how much to do. Like, do it however much you want. Do 1, do 2, as long as it adds up to whatever the goal is. So that's dumb. So one person, if I do that one, if I say, hey, let's get 5 super chats of $5 or more, and then one person does like a 25, that won't count. We didn't meet the goal. That's stupid. Or if 25 people do $1, that don't count either. That's stupid. And, or if I say, let's get 5 super chats of $5 or more, and then we get 5 gifted, that wouldn't count either. That's stupid. That should count. They should let me set a certain amount and then let you guys reach it however you reach it. Maybe other stuff too that's free, like a certain amount of chats or a certain amount of likes, a certain amount of watch time or something. They should make it like so everybody can participate, and it doesn't always have to be about money either. Like, that'd be cool. Which they're kind of doing with that. Like when you chat, you get experience. Maybe when you hit like, you get some. I don't know. They should make it if you hit like, you get experience. So that'd be something I would change too. You chat, you get 5 experience for each chat you do. If you hit a like, you get 20 experience. If you do a super chat, you get however much, like 25 or something. And then if you do a certain amount, you get more. And then watch time should count too. So however long you're here, you get experience. For every minute you're here, you get 1 experience. If you're here 60 minutes, you get 60. So a person could come in here, be here every minute, hit like, leave a bunch of chats, and maybe win still. That way it's not pay to win, but it helps. That would be cool. I need to make it more like everything counts type of stuff, instead of picking and choosing and making it weird. I need to make the goal thing like everything counts, and then we need to make the the experience thing like everything counts. Hitting like counts, watch time counts. Maybe if you share the stream out, you get extra points. Maybe they can leave it up to me to give out more points. Like if you do something cool, like I ask a question and you answer it, they should be able to let me like give extra points out, right? If you're like the first person here, I can give you extra points, and then like if I ask a question and you have the answer, I can give you points, and then if you come up with like a cool team and I use it, I can give you points. If you say something that makes me laugh, I can give you experience points. If you trigger a long rant, I can give you experience points. They should let me do whatever the heck I want. And I can make whatever I want count. That'd be way cooler. But hey, it's baby steps. Maybe we'll get there one day. I should be able to make the goals whatever I want and everything I want. Like everything counts that I want to count. And then the experience thing, I can make everything count whatever I want, and then I can give out extra points for whatever I want. That's how it should go. You're nodding off doing Explore? That's how it is sometimes. Yeah, D-Rock was. I remember. I watched a couple. It's hard to get discovered over there, I think is the thing. You know, the whole thing with me, like, I built my channel over here. So I have 8,280 subscribers over here, you know? I almost have 8,290 now. So it'd be hard to, like, start all the way over. Like, I've been over here for 8 years. Like, I didn't even, like, I didn't even get monetized for, like, the first 3 years. So it'd probably take me at least... I'd have to go over and do Twitch for at least 3 years before it would even be anything that anybody would want to watch for real. I mean, I could like advertise it over here and it would help a little bit, but I feel like if you're on YouTube, you're on YouTube. If you're over there, you're over there. Like, I don't really watch. I really don't watch that much. I used to. I watch it in spurts. I used to watch that a lot, but now I don't. I have my like little phase where I was watching it. Mostly a YouTube guy right now. What was I watching today? I was watching... What was I watching before I get on here? I don't know. Something stupid. You guys probably wouldn't care about. It was like popular streamers doing dumb stuff. Alright, we're gonna see how many vault keys we get. We got 5 minutes left on this one. 2/3 of the way through it. These pop-ups though, man, come on. Like, it's gonna get better as the weekend goes. Like, you'll get all the pop-ups out of the way, but slowing us down a little. Stupid pop-ups. Wish I had opened all my vault keys, man. It's gonna be a struggle for me this weekend to, like... Should I... I should be playing this. I bet you on EverQuest, though, there's extra experience or something this weekend, too. So I got 2 games that I play almost every day, and then you gotta decide between the 2. They're both having an event going on at the same time. Tyrion knows how that is. He plays, like, Pokemon and Gems of War, and, like, sometimes there's an event going on at the same time. I'm sure a lot of y'all know how that is. I think that's gonna be a problem for me this weekend. 2 games with 2 events. Holiday weekend. I only got so much time to play. I have to decide between the 2. What do you guys think about another new account playthrough? I know the last one didn't do great. It's always fun, though. I have fun doing it. Wish I was better at editing, though, and like I could edit them down, and I'm so horrible at that. I don't have the patience, dude. I have lots of patience for lots of things. But I don't have very much patience for like technology and editing and like sitting there in a computer and doing stuff that's not like playing a game. Like, I can play a game. I'll sit there and kill the same enemy every 5 minutes all day, waiting for like a certain one to pop. But I don't like editing and stuff like that, like scrubbing through a video and watching every second of it and taking parts out and, I don't know, adding stuff in. It's not my thing. Especially if it's like my video too. Like, I already said everything. I already did it. Sometimes it's like you already did it. It's something you do every day. And then you do it and you record it. And then you do the commentary sometimes. So you record like the video. Sometimes this is how it goes. Like, you'll be playing a game. You're about to do something important, but you can't do audio for whatever reason. Somebody else is in the room, or somebody's watching something in the room, so you have to like mute. But you record it because it's something cool. So and then you have to like do the audio later to make a video. You gotta put the commentary on it. So I already lived through that 2 times, pretty much. And then you like want to kind of watch it to make sure it's good, so that's like 3 times. Then you're gonna edit it too, so that's gonna be like 4 times, and you're gonna like slowly watch it. I don't have the patience for, like, to watch my own thing that I did 4 or 5 times really slowly. Oh no, I think that's why I'm better at streaming than making videos. Sometimes I do it with the Dark Souls stuff, like the most I ever do though is like I'll cut out parts where I'm not really doing anything. Sometimes I'll fix my commentary. I don't do it very often though, as you can tell. I should do it more, because that's what most people do. Nobody's out there like having perfect commentary, I promise you. They're cutting out times where they say the wrong thing, or they stutter a little bit, or you can cut that stuff out, so I should probably start doing that, but I don't. I just leave it all in. I sound like an idiot, but other people are also sounding like idiots. They're just fixing it in post. Like if they read something, I bet you they suck at reading. Like that was my first. When I read something, it's the first time I'm seeing it, and I don't cut anything out. It's just exactly. I'm pretty good at reading, but somebody else could read something and cut all the times out that they screwed up, make it sound like they read good. I'm a good reader. All right, I got to 65 shards. That's about what I was hoping for or expecting. Let's see how many vault keys I got. Let's look at it before we get pity and then after. Okay. 251. That was like, what, 23 or so? And then we also get pity. I don't know, man. It was feeling weird at first, but now it's not as bad. Why you test stuff, that's why you keep going, that's why you watch the whole video. Sometimes I might say something in the beginning and then I figure it out by the end and it's the opposite. So my first gap was horrible, but my second one was okay. I think what did I say? I needed like 22. I needed like 22 to get to 50. And we have 56. So we got, what, 28? That's pretty good. 28 vault keys. So I think it's like the game. The game is feeling laggy. The servers are having trouble. The game's loading a little bit more. It's less responsive. There's more stuff popping up. But I guess the vault event's fine. It's just like the game is being really slow. So if you're already slow and then the game is slow too, it might feel like the vault event's not even on. Like my first gap, maybe I was like not doing so good, and then it was slow, and then it felt horrible because it was like multiple things. No gnome sauna, dang. It does feel strange. What are you using? You know that I'm gonna say that, and then obviously, yeah, maybe don't tell me, because that's always my thing. I'm like, well, what are you using and where are you doing it? But it does feel like there's something wrong, so I don't want to. I'm not saying like, you know what I mean? Like there's something wrong too, on top of that. But you know me, I recommend Iron Hawks, I recommend Cinemirage, and you know. So if something's going wrong, maybe try that. But I think something like the servers are slow right now too, so it's not just like only that. Like it's probably a couple things compounding it, making it seem worse. Hey, we've been going for 2 hours and 15 minutes. That's pretty good. You guys want to see anything else? Let me know. What time is it? 12:13. Some other things that I kind of need to do is I don't think we're done with our guild event yet, and I'm still doing Underspire. See where we're at with this. I'll do a few more fights. I'll go to, you guys were super awesome today, which is why I gifted out 5, but I'll also try to go to 2.5 hours, which is more than we normally do. And then I stream tomorrow too, so I can make sure tomorrow's a decent stream as well. But I'll do like 15 more minutes. I'll show a little bit of this and a little bit of Underspire. So we got the guild event. We're not done. And, you know, we're getting there, though. Like, the hardest one to get is stage 12. And once we get stage 12 done, it gets downhill from there type of stuff, you see? 12,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, or 11,000. This one's 42,000. Like, that's the hard one. If we can get that one done, it's going to be so much more easy. Like, these all combined are as much as this one almost. I think all these combined are like 43,000, right? So you combine the final stage 13, 14, 15, and 16. You combine all those together, and it's only 1,000 more than stage 12 here. So if we can get stage 12 done, it's downhill from there. We should be able to get the rest of them. Here's the team I'm using. I got Haunted Doll, Fire Lion, Mortal Ossifer, and the weapon, Temporal Scythe. So I never did switch to Archdruid. What's his face? Kept going with this. Maybe my metal. I have my metals wrong. Ooh. That could have been slowing me down a little bit. That's something I didn't think about. Make sure you don't have like Anu on or Orpheus on. It adds a little animation before every fight. So that's one thing I can change going forward that'll make everything a little bit better. Not crazy. It's like a min-max. It's just a tiny... But it is like half a second every single fight, right? If you're doing, I don't know, 10 fights a minute, that's 5 seconds a minute over 15 minutes. That's a lot. 5 seconds a minute over 15 minutes. That's a minute and almost a minute and a half, right? So that's how much slower maybe it felt to me. Like maybe the servers are slow. Maybe I had the wrong metals on. Like it's always something. Maybe you're in the wrong kingdom. Maybe you're using the wrong team. That's what it could feel slow. If you're doing everything like kind of wrong, you're not min-maxing, then it could feel a little bit slower. And then the servers could just be a little bit slow too. So I was using the wrong metals for my verse hunting and my Gnomapaloozas. So I need to fix that going forward. Don't use Orpheus, don't use Anu, because both of those have a little extra animation for every single fight before every single fight, which will make it feel a little bit slower. Oh, why'd I do that? I meant to do World Event Medals, dude. World Event Medals, dude. Now I'm not using the medal for the event. See how it goes. Green to purple. We don't have it. Let's just take some skulls. Get a kill. Green to purple. I don't see it. Let's get Ossifer. We could do yellow. Need my medals. Oh wow, look. Enemy was still there. Alright, put our medals on. There we go. We have any rewards? Oh no, we don't. I already looked. Alright, now we got our medals on. It should go much faster. Rarity Order. Should wake you up a bit now. Sana says I have to upgrade classes, so I use Atlanta with Kafru and new Mythic Black Manacles. There you go. That's pretty fast. Yeah, if you're leveling classes still, you kind of have to do a slightly slower team to be able to use your hero. Makes sense. I would say, like, as far as leveling classes during a VOD event, I definitely did that. Then I got Ironhawks, and I still did it for a little bit. But eventually, I still had, like, Nightweaver and like, I still had, like, 2 or 3 classes left to get to 100. And then I stopped leveling classes during the VOD event. But that's just me. I could see a person doing it till they have them all at 100. But eventually I was like, what's more important to me? Getting Nightweaver to 100 or getting more Vault Keys? Getting Knight to 100 or getting more Vault Keys? And eventually I was like, well, I think getting more vault keys is more important than getting a crappy class to 100. But definitely if you don't have like elemental, if you have like, you still need to do like 10 of them, or you need like good ones to 100, or you don't have all your class weapons, or it's not even like wrong to get them all to 100. I'm just saying what I did. Eventually it was like, man, this is taking so long and these classes suck. I already have Ironhawks. What do I really want? I want vault keys, so I don't care. I'll just equip Nightweaver for everything else in the game. It's kind of like going after pets. Like, I'll just get every other pet in the game. I'll just equip Nightweaver for everything else I do in the game. Eventually that's what I did, but I was definitely leveling classes for a while too. At least until I only had about 2 left, I think. And it was like Nightweaver and Knight. 2 of the worst ones. Okay. So that was definitely much faster. Alright, I'm gonna do, let's see. I'm trying to do like half and half. So we got, we'll do like 2 more fights here, and then we'll go do a few in the Underspire, and then I'm gonna be done for the day. We'll be back tomorrow, though. Okay, we got our Haunted Doll. I might have moved the Haunted Doll to first slot. She has a 45% chance to dodge skull damage, and I noticed that, and I was like, why? I should probably put her in first slot. So if I didn't have her in first slot on Monday or Tuesday, might be something I changed, but otherwise it's still the same. I'm gonna do it. Ossifer on yellow. Pretty good, pretty good. Alright, 1 more of this. Just do highest level if they're all the same. Got a Valraven. Alright, do we have green to purple? No. We got this though, look. Oh, it's nothing. Blue and purple look the same on my TV. We got this. We win. Alright, I'll show y'all where I'm at, just for reference. I'm in 10th place. Shout out the Mana Bombers. It's me right there. And let's grab our tribute. Still popping stuff up. Go look at that. What do we got? Complete a delve. That sucks. I almost don't want to collect them, so less stuff will pop up. I wonder if that works. Look at all this stuff I gotta collect. Book of Fire Deeds. Cursed Runes. Guild Keys. Orb. Ooh, I got that one. Huh? How come I can't collect it? It says 260 out of 260. Look. Do I have to go out and come back in or something? Why can't I collect that? It says 260 out of 260. It doesn't say collected like the other ones do. Like when it says like 1650 out of 1650 collected. How come on this one? Maybe I gotta kill 1 more demon. Another cool thing about doing Cinder Mirage, by the way, is that we're killing a lot of demons, because there's a lot of demons in Cinder Mirage. You're gonna get this done too. So, just by the way. Alright. About to go run 1 more fight to see what the heck. Why? Kill a couple demons. See if I can go collect it. Yep, I just needed 1 more. I don't know. Maybe because I like fully completed it without collecting the one on top of it. It made me do like another one real quick. Okay, now we're done. Another cool thing about doing Cinemirage is you're going to kill a bunch of demons. You're going to get this done right here. Ooh, we get a orange or a gold one. I'm almost there already. Look how many demons I'm killing by doing Cinemirage, y'all. At least I think, right? Let's look at Cinemirage demons. Sometimes there's some good nuggets of information towards the end of the stream. Cinemirage. Demon. Look at this. Like the whole freaking place is demons. So you'll get your campaign tasks done faster as well. And they're orbs. So do Cinemirage if you can. I don't know why you can't, but Cinemirage is a good idea. It'll get your campaign tasks done faster too. Let's see. We gotta do Underspire. So let's put this back on. Games, Underspire. Alright, so I've killed 3 dragons. I found the next door, and now I'm looking for the 4th dragon. That's where I'm at. That's a little bit behind, which sucks on a vault weekend. But it's still worth it because it's really good loot that you get 100% for sure without RNG. Something you want, and it's 100% chance. As long as you do it. You just have to do the Underspire. You get 2 big gold orbs. Vault Event is great, but it gives you vault keys that you open and you may or may not get something you need. But Underspire definitely gives you something you need. Which is why I decided eventually to do it. Like, it definitely took some... Like, I wasn't sure, like, should I do it or should I not during a Vault Event? I wasn't 100... Like, at first I said no, then now I'm saying yes. Depends where you're at in the game, really. If you're a beginner, you probably shouldn't be doing Underspire, but... Let's do yellow. Are we gonna be able to kill? Nope. Stupid. We'll do a couple fights here. And then I have to go. I really need to get some food. I'm hungry and there's not too much in the house right now. Got some dry cereal. I got some crackers. I got some hot dogs, but probably no bread. Alright, one more fight. And then I'm out of here. Rain says 2266 my versus so far. Well, you probably have to give it a little bit longer, Sana, like at least an hour. See the difference. And like maybe go to Cinemirage. Try Ironhawks and Cinemirage. That's what I'm doing. We got alignment. We got an extra turn. What can we change? Can we change anything? We change brown. But even me doing Cinemirage with Ironhawks, it did feel strange for at least the first gap or two. Not sure what's going on. Game just feels a little slow. You could be doing everything right and the game is still, it's kind of weird today. At least for the first one. But I also had the wrong medals on, so now I'm thinking maybe that was the problem. There's so many things you can do to min-max your vault event. You could just be doing 1 or 2 little things wrong that you wouldn't even think about, and it could be making your whole thing slower. Just because there's things that happen every fight that could slow you down by a few seconds, and then you do so many fights so fast that those seconds add up faster, you know? About to go. Let's run. Let's put on the right medals and see if it feels any different. Like, just has to be not Orpheus or not Anu, because there's no... There's like a little thing. It says Anu or it says Orpheus or something at the beginning of the fights that slow you down. It's not even the triple, but I want to see. Yeah, that might have been it. I don't know. Something felt different, and maybe it was my fault. Nobody noticed. I noticed eventually, but took me like 2 whole gaps for I noticed I had the wrong medals on. Which it's not like you're putting medals on to like help your team. You're taking medals off to help your team, really. Because they slow you down. And you don't need medals for Ironhawk. Like I would take all of them off. Like it'd be the same thing. Like, how do you take them off? How do I like remove medals? I don't know if I've ever. You could take all of them off if you're able. I don't even know how you do that. You could just take them all off and it'd be the same thing as... So do all seasons or all Nisha if you want to make sure you're doing it right. Or all Guard or something like that. Or all Yasmin. Any Anu or Orpheus will slow you down. Just by a tad, but it's noticeable. A noticeable little tad. We also counted fights, though, and there weren't... Remember when we got, like, 2 gnomes and 15 fights? You'd think you'd get them faster than that. Yeah, it's still loading a lot in between. But there's no medal. It's between, like, the card popping up and... There's like, it'll say, you'll see. Like, let's show it without. Okay, this is no medals. Very subtle difference. That was no medals. And then let's put on, like, Orpheus or something. Or even just an Anu. One little Anu. It adds like a animation to every single fight. See that? Medal of Anu? And some min-max you can do is don't put on Anu or Orpheus. Because every fight is going to do that. And it adds that little bit of time there. Every single fight. You see how it's saying Medal of Anu on top of the troops? It's just a beat. It's like a half a second, but it's preventing you from popping your spell up until it's done saying that. Like half a second there just to say Medal of Anu. So if we take them back off, just put Nisha on or something. Now it'll say nothing. It should be at least a little beat faster. See that? You can tell the difference. I've never like tested it before, I just knew it was slower. You can tell, for sure. Alright, I think that's it. Yeah, I'm powered, yup. Unfortunately, you need them to make Ironhawks work, and there's no way around it, but... If you do empowered plus medals, yeah, it's the medal thing you can fix. The empowered thing you can't fix. Like, even Atlanta has Swift. It might say Swift, you know? Kafru has an explosion. That's a whole thing you're adding to every fight, right? So you want to make sure, like, the least amount of stuff is happening, so it's as fast as possible. That's why Dust Devil Triple Ironhawk is the fastest. One empowered troop, bang, you're done. If If you have Cafrus and Atlanta, it's saying Swift and it's exploding the board every single fight. And Cafru exploding the board every fight, it could lead to a cascade. Just the explosion takes time every single fight. It makes it feel so much slower. That explosion takes a lot of time. Like, let's compare this to... There's nothing. It's bare bone, naked streaker. Like, we took everything off. It's just one spell cast and that's it. If we do, like... I don't even know if I still have it. I think I just was an idiot and got rid of it, but... If you do the Atlanta thing... It's an explosion every single fight. It's like the difference between doing like Greed and Sister Superior. Greed does an explosion every single fight, which is slower. It's just because like how many fights you're doing, how fast to add extra time to something that's gonna happen like back to 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 back. You're adding a lot of time. It's something that happens at the beginning of every single fight. Like, I'll even do, like, triple Cafru, Atlanta. Which I don't know, this probably ain't the meta, but... Banner, we'll do, like, yellow, purple. We gotta wait until that explosion is done every fight. I can't pop her card up until the explosion is over. And and she didn't even get up this time. The Dust Devil's up every single time and there's no explosion. Atlanta gets up almost every single time, and there's an explosion every single fight, so that's why it's slower. And then every single turn, like if you happen to not get her up on your first turn, there's going to be another explosion the next turn, and the enemy gets to go. Like over the whole weekend, over so many fights, back to back to back to back to back, it ends up being a lot of time, even though it seems like just a split second. It's a split second every it's an extra split second every 6 seconds. So it's 10 extra split seconds every minute, which adds up over an hour. See, she won't even pop up till the explosion's over. Like, I'm holding the buttons in. She doesn't pop up till the explosions are over. Did I just get that done? But anyway, I think you all understood that anyway. Like, every little thing that happens every single fight that makes the fights take longer, even if it's just a split second, is going to add up and make everything slower. I think I just got this done. Gold orb, baby! It's a good spot to end. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your guild about the channel. Comment below. And I will see y'all next time. Who ended at number 1? Top fans. DC United number 1. Chad the Clip Bomb number 2. Sauna Lady Alfield number 3. Rain was number 4. Mark was number 5. And then we had a big old tie for number 6. But we got DC 1, Chad 2, Sauna 3, Roxy 4, Mark 5 today. As far as that goes, the new thing. Special shout out from Sony Cool to JM Ricks, Anita again, Chad the Clip Baum, DC United again, Sauna Lady Alfield. Special shout out. You guys got the 5 gifted. You won. You doubled your money. Good job. Alright. Let's say goodbye to everybody now. Thanks for joining me today. Chad the Clip Bomb, Sana, Lady Outfield, Wonderful, Rain, aka Roxy, Supernova, 030. We got Sana, we got Rain, we got Classic EverQuest here. Funky Town, Texas, Supernova, Rain, Sana, Beg for Mercy, Mark Nugent, Supernova, Chad, Sana, Rain, Beg, Mark, Ruben was here today, MJK Jets was here today, Daniel Lucas was here today. And that's as far as it'll let me go. I swear there was more people though, like DC was here. You know. That's all it'll let me do though. But yeah, I'll see y'all. Have a good one. You're the best. Thank you so much. Awesome stream. Good luck. Good luck on the new Mythic and good luck in the Vault event. Like I say, the Vault event felt a little bit slow at first, and then it kind of came around, and I think it was partially the servers being slightly slow with the loading, but also I had the wrong metals on, which was adding something to every single fight, and then I fixed it, and then it felt a little bit better. So, you know, make sure you're doing everything you can do with your team to make it as fast as possible. Don't have an explosion, don't use greed, don't use cat fruit, don't switch kingdoms every 5 seconds, don't switch teams, like stay in the same spot. Like, Cinemirage is good right now because you're getting demon kills for your campaign. Plus, it's just a good spot anyway, always for Vault event. Explore 1 and Cinemirage is, like, extra smart this time. Demon kills, orbs, campaign task. Plus, there's no dwarves. Plus, it's not midnight. Plus, it always works. So, Ironhawks in Cinemirage is where you should be this weekend. Don't get distracted. Just keep doing it. Explore 1. Brr, brr, brr. You know. No extra explosion, no extra metal Anu or Orpheus pop-up that I was doing where I made that mistake. Don't make the same mistake I made. And yeah, just keep going. All you can do is do more fights, get more kills. Servers seem a little slow though, like a little bit too much loading and lots of pop-ups. The campaign keeps popping stuff up. There's lots of pop-ups and the servers seem like a tad bit slow on top of everything else. So you gotta do everything right. And then even if you do, there's lots of pop-ups and the servers seem a little bit slow. So make sure you're doing everything right, because if you're doing certain things wrong on top of the servers being slow and on top of all the pop-ups, it might feel like horrible right now. So yeah, make sure you're doing as good as you can, as fast as you can, because it's not great at the moment. But thank you so much. You guys are the best. I'll see you tomorrow. Don't shoot your fingers off. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out. Thank you so much. Peace. Later, bye.